In the last lecture, we covered the second step to setting up your first profitable AdWords campaign, and that was to analyze your PPC competition. Once again, the actions were to come into Google, type in the keyword, look at the ads, and really see what is compelling, note down that compelling ad copy, look at their landing pages, and then also spy on your competitors using the Spy Food tool. The third step, the third thing that you can do to really set up a profitable AdWords campaign is to have a congruent landing page. Now, congruent just means consistent, but essentially your ad and your landing page should really match up. The key thing here is that people should complete the action on your landing page. That's why you're paying to get them to your website. So you should really begin with the end in mind. This is the key point of this whole lecture, and really have your landing page set up so it is really enables people to complete that action, to buy a product, to sign up to your mailing list, whatever it is. Having a landing page dedicated to your advertising campaign objective is a huge part of maximizing the return you'll see from your ad investment. One of the biggest mistakes that AdWords beginners make is driving paid traffic to their homepage. Your homepage is great for explaining what your business is about, but it's never going to be as effective as a dedicated landing page at getting conversions. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples of this. I think this is particularly relevant for e-commerce businesses. E-commerce businesses should not send traffic to their homepage. They should send traffic to the appropriate product or category page instead. Now let me show you an example of this to kind of bring it to life a little bit more. You remember that I did a quick search for drones for cameras, and one of the ads that popped up here was for this company, Harvey Norman. Now, when I clicked on this ad, it brought me to this particular page here, which is a category or product page for drones. They sell a lot of products. Drones is just one of them. And you can see that the ad has brought me directly to the product or category page. Now that's best practice. That's a good example of somebody doing it right. And the key reason is, remember that these ads should really bring people closer towards completing the action, which is buying a drone in this case. This is how this company makes money, selling products. So you don't want to make it any more difficult for people than it has to be. For example, a bad idea would have been to, when I clicked on this ad, would be to send me to the homepage. This wouldn't have been helpful to me because I have to come into the site now, search for drones again, or wait for this to pop up to really find what I'm looking for. So you can see a clear disadvantage there of sending me to the homepage. It takes me more time to buy a product, and you're making it more difficult for me to buy, which is obviously doesn't make good business sense. Now coming back in, the good landing pages should really take customers exactly where they expect to go, i.e. they don't need to click to find out what they're originally searching for in Google. Looking at this other example that we looked at here, the digital marketing course, clicked on this one and you can see that it brought me to this actual dedicated landing page. Now once again, this is essentially like a product page, a category page for this particular course. Now if I come to the home page of this site, let's see how it is different. So I'm going to put these side by side so we can really compare them. So you can see the home page here is much more broad. These guys have a lot of different courses on a lot of different things, and this is more about brand building, awareness, etc. There isn't a clear call to action on their homepage. There's a lot of different things that I can find, but you can see here for the ad landing page, there's a much clearer call to action. And once again, this is best practice. They've done it right. They've set up a landing page specific to this ad, which is great. Now what you'll notice is that it doesn't match up perfectly. They probably are advertising around a number of different keywords and using this same landing page here. You can see I typed in digital marketing course. The words on the page aren't digital marketing course, but it's very close to it. And you can see essentially course information. So it matches up pretty well. So those are two great examples of companies that are using congruent landing pages, meaning that those landing pages are consistent with the ads and that it really takes the customers exactly where they expect to go. So the recommendations are: begin with the end in mind. Remember that paid search won't fix a bad landing page or a high friction shopping cart experience. Before you get started spending a lot of money on AdWords, you should really make sure you have a landing page set up. Make sure that it's mobile optimized as well, and that it's a mobile optimized landing page. Now, if you want to test that, what you can actually do is, if you come out of your browser, you can take maybe the individual page out here, and you can see that, is this responsive? So this is essentially what it would appear like on a mobile, and I could scroll through that, complete the actions, and you can see that that is a fully responsive landing page. So that's what you want to make sure. You might want to have dedicated landing pages for your AdWords campaigns, or you could use your homepage. For example, the homepage that I've set up here, it is essentially like a landing page. There is a clear call to action on it. It's quite a simple call to action. And so you can see that that's a little bit different to their homepage here, and even the company here, which is a little bit more broad. So for smaller sites like mine, I think it is okay to use your homepage if your homepage is set up like a landing page. But if not, you should really create those landing pages. Now, as we said, you should match your ad keywords with your landing page headline. And if you haven't got any landing pages set up, what I'd recommend is don't try and reinvent the wheel. Start with a high converting landing page template from a company like Lead Pages and add your content from there. So Lead Pages is the company that I used to set up this landing page. I didn't code this myself. I don't have those type of skills. So I saved myself a lot of time by using Lead Pages. And one of the things that they do is really create these landing pages and the templates there, etc. Now, this is a paid tool, but it can really be worth it, especially if you're going to be spending money on AdWords. You want to make sure that those ads are really converting. So that is point number 3. The third step to setting up your first profitable campaign with Google AdWords is make sure that you have a landing page set up. Really begin with the end in mind, and don't expect paid traffic to pick or to fix a bad landing page or conversion problem. You really need to have the end of the process set up before you start to send people to your site. So those first 3 points that we really looked at there are kind of getting set up. These are 3 important points before you start setting up the right campaign. The next step that we're going to do is actually go into AdWords, and this is where we begin our process within AdWords. So see you in the next lecture, where you're going to learn about the different types of campaigns you can set up in AdWords, and I'll give you my recommendation for the campaign type that you should set up for your first Google AdWords campaign. So I'll see you there.